music, wonderful holiday music. We have another guest.
The Jolly Green Giant.
It's a very tall guest. And I've just gotten to know this guest a little bit today. She's become a staple in our community, and
Staple
really,
to what?
You are. You can't go to a Mac Awards that you're not there. And this year, she won. Woo! 2016 Mac Award winner was entertainer. We're not sure which category it was labeled as
Susan
this
Lucci,
year.
no more.
No, that's me.
Okay, everybody.
But she's known as America's leading housewife. Won't you please welcome Doris Dear?
Doris Dear. Hello. Hello. What a lovely introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm a little slight bit of a girl, aren't I?
A wisp.
A wisp. A will of a wisp.
Yes.
Well, we are talking fairies tonight, aren't we?
A clown.
Yes, the clown. Not the clowns. I have too many clown stories. Come see my show. You'll hear all about the clowns. So I'm going to just sing now, right?
Please. And then we'll
Please
visit.
sing.
Then we'll visit.
God damn it.
For your,
Sing. Hit it, boys.
you still have lipstick.
I'll plant my own tree. I'll make it grow. My tree will not be just one in a row. My tree will offer shade as strangers go by. If you're a stranger, buddy, well, so am I. Come tomorrow, all that I see is my tree. Oh Lord, what a sight. If someone stops me, well, I will put up a fight. It's my yard, and I will try hard to welcome friends I have yet to know. Oh, I'll plant my own tree, and I'll make it grow. My tree will not be just one in a row. My tree will offer shade as strangers go by. If you're a stranger, brother, well, so am I. Come tomorrow, all that I see is my tree. Oh Lord, what a sight. If someone stops me, well, I will put up a fight. It's my yard, and I will try hard to welcome friends I have yet to know. Oh, I'll plant my own tree, and I'll make it
Hey. That is Doris Dear. Come here and sit down.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, darlings.
You're welcome.
Hello, welcome
Oh,
to the
Love that.
How are you? Hi.
Ficus, fig tree, oak. What are we talking? Elm?
Oh, honey, an oak. Because once you plant it, it's there for good.
Okay, what is your magazine here?
Oh, well, darling, this is my Bible of the American Housewife. Do we know what the Bible of the American Housewife was, darling, and still is today, darling? The one and only Better Homes and Gardens. Better Homes
64,
and Gardens.
a very
now,
good
I
year.
grew up in a little island that, not too far from here, but I'm sure many of you have heard of, the island of Staten. Yes, that's where I grew up with Taffy and Duke. They were my parents. Yes.
Taffy and Duke.
Oh, yes, it writes itself, darling.
So what was a Christmas like for you at home?
Oh, well, you know, Taffy was a model. She was a Vogue model in the 50s. So she had style and grace beyond. And she knew she would come out with this. She had a reel-to-reel that she would film us with this huge bank of lights. It had like 5 spotlights. And we'd be like, oh, look, Sandra. She'd go, surprise! And the lights. And you'd be like, what the? Notice I'm wearing bifocals now.
It's a cornea.
No corneas. I've had 3 operations. It's done. Thank you, Taffy. She's
Is
overlooking
there a
us right now.
significance for 1964?
So, darling, I must say, now 1964 was a big year for me. Very, very big year for me. Now, Better Homes and Gardens has, was full of everything. They love gumdrops and felt. Boy, what you can make with gumdrops and felt. Oh, it's amazing. I'm still a little ticklish over it. But, darling, right here on the cover, create a seasonal enchantment at home with our rich harvest of ideas for merry decorations and gay parties.
Hello. They knew their audience.
Darling, let me tell you something. The decorations were not the only thing that came out of the closet that year.
Oh, good for you. 64.
64, darling. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and I've been having the gayest of
What, were you
parties ever
3?
since. Oh, I was only one, really. But
So
it's
what is-
marvelous.
what is Christmas like at your house now?
Oh, Christmas at home now. Well, darling, we decorate fully, of course. We're always cooking and making gingerbread and lots of whiskey sours. Yes, hot Irish whiskey, too. Oh, I'm sliding right off of this, aren't I, darling? Oh, it must have been that hot whiskey sour.
Is
I
that what
just had.
Santa prefers that to milk these days? Is the whiskey
Oh,
sour?
Santa has never won. Now, Taffy and Duke told me that Santa was always very fond of whiskey and milk. And it was always seemed to be gone by morning, so I don't know. That tells you about Taffy and Duke. Yeah.
Ours was pistachio and red wine.
Oh. But a Staten Island favorite, Italian favorite, red wine and Coca-Cola. Right?
Yes.
Wine and
Oh,
Coke.
honey.
Wine and
Oh,
Coke.
disgusting. I mean,
No
delicious.
ice, no.
It's a
Just
real thing.
Coca-Cola out of the refrigerator in a can. None of that bottle stuff
Gotta be
now.
can.
Not that
And you put some
Mexican
nice,
real
good,
sugar.
and
Red
real
wine.
cheap red wine that they made in the basement. There is nothing better with that 7 Fishes.
Did everybody throw
Right?
up after?
It's delicious. I'm telling you, go home and try it. I'm telling you right now.
David, we got a new recipe to serve for Christmas.
I am telling you, it is delish. It is delish, yes.
Do you do 7 fishes or no?
7 Fishes. How dare you call me that? For God's, I've been called a lot of things in my life, but never that many at the same time. But darling, thank you. I wore Chanel too. Hi. She's adorable. Look at the hair so naturally tossed over to the side and
Not unlike yourself.
and a dimple. Oh, this is, I just woke up. I threw it back. Stuck a small
fell on the
pin on
floor
myself. Put some of my Christmas decorations on, and there you go.
So you've got a Christmas show coming up.
Oh, yes. We all work in cabaret, and cabaret is a marvelous community of people here in New York. And quite honestly, it's a tough row to hoe, so to speak. But it's awesome, and I love it. I've been in this business my entire life. For 38 years now, I've been a professional entertainer, which I'm so knock on wood, because that's about what this is, made of up here. So I've been offered to come to 54 Below 4 times a year.
Nice.
They've hired me to do shows, which is such an honor. And I've worked all the other clubs. They're just every one of them is great. So it's a great place for me. I found a great audience there, and it's Doris Dear. And this year we're doing Doris Dear's Christmas Special. It's an old-fashioned Christmas special with lots of guests. Lena Katrakis, who's a marvelous rock singer. And
When I think Christmas, I think Lena.
oh yes, well she's the Greek element,
Okay.
so we got something worked out just for her. Meg Flather,
Lovely.
a Hanson Award winner.
Flather?
We're a fan.
Meg Flather.
I thought you were saying we're gonna make flather.
Oh, we're gonna
No.
make.
That's
no,
after
but we
the
do that
show.
at our home, darling. And get me a
Meg
blender
Flather.
and I'll
in the
make
olden
it.
days, Meg
Lather.
Flather had a show called Leather and Flather because her pianist, Christian Daisy, who was about this tall, were all leather.
Oh,
It was a bizarre thing. And then Meg came out and did this beautiful thing.
it's a show you came with your kids to.
Yeah, it was held at the
Well, believe it or
Lore
not,
every
as long
December
as you didn't look at the
25th.
pianist, you were fine. Okay,
honestly.
then. When are your dates at 54?
My
Below?
dates. Well, it's a one-night only special.
Oh.
It's December 16th at 9:30, and I think we're almost
54
sold
Below.
out.
I love that.
Get your
I
tickets.
love that.
I just love that.
And then I'll be appearing in May for Mother's Day, where it's like mother, like daughter, like mother, like daughter. Taffy, and it's my salute to Taffy. My show, Girl Talk, which is the show I tour around the country with, and I started here in New York, is really all about growing up in Staten Island. Lots of Staten Island stories, which you just can't, they're all, everything I tell, every story I tell is true about my mother's philosophy on life and how she achieved major things and how it affected me and Doris. And so that's my Girl Talk. So we're doing that show, but we're adding some additional material about Taffy for Mother's Day.
Beautiful,
to
beautiful. So
salute.
I want you to come back and tell us about the Around the Country tour.
Oh, yeah.
But, how about you sing us another Christmas song?
Well, I have a little tiny Christmas song that
Little
we're going to do
tiny?
because, I brought, this is my Christmas 1964. Not only did the cover change my life, so did a certain little something that appeared. It was December 9th, 1964. A new television special on NBC premiered. It was on the GE Fantasy Hour. Now, I know that would mean something very different these days. It would be on at 2 in the morning. Yeah, but it was a simpler time. And it was a little story, a little special, about a person who was young and was being bullied and called names because they were different. So they thought that they had to run away to protect their family from all of that hate and go and be on their own. But little did they know their family really loved them and never gave up until they found them. And it really affected me as a child, and it almost brings a tear to my eye right now, quite honestly. And there's one little song in this TV special called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's sung by a little girl to a little boy who's feeling like nobody could ever care about him. And I think this song, especially today with the state of the world and what we're about to go through in this country, certainly rings true.
Beautiful.
There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. Believe in your dreams, come what may. There's always tomorrow and so much to do and so little time in a day. We all pretend the rainbow has an end, but you'll be there, my friend, someday. There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. Tomorrow is not far away. Tomorrow is not far away. Everyone have a Merry Christmas.
Doris, dear, thank you.
Oh, it was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Doris.